Yo, what's good YouTube? I'm back with another reaction video. And we got the NBA Finals in 1981. We got Larry Bird, Cornbread Maxwell, Moses Malone. And this looks like, I'm not sure what video this is, but I don't know. I think it might be like one of those regular like interview. I'm not sure if it's an interview, but it might be like clips and stuff. But yeah, man, we're about to get straight into this video. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button. Turn on that bell, man. I'm uploading every single day. And yeah, we about to get straight into this video, man. Deeply appreciate all them support too, y'all. But let's keep these videos rolling, man. I definitely appreciate all them support, man. Definitely appreciate y'all so much, man. But yeah, let's get straight into it. We right at it, man. We right at it. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day and night where you at. Let's get it.
It's a boyhood dream, I'm sure, because it's something that we worked for and dreamed about, and we worked on for many years. And it's just something that you want to do.
While Boston finally finished off the Philadelphia 76ers in Game 7, the Houston Rockets were welcomed to basketball's most mythical hall, the Boston Garden, the home of 13 World Championship banners. Outside the Garden lie North Station, the main artery to Boston's business commuter, and the trains riding in and out of the station buzzed with discussions and debates about the NBA Finals. Finally back in Boston. Inside the Garden were the city's beloved Boston Celtics. These basketball crusaders had one mission: putting the World Championship trophy back in its rightful home.
7'1" inch number 00, Robert Parrish. And forward from North Carolina, Charlotte, 6'8", number 31, Cedric Maxwell. And at the other forward from Indiana State, 6'9", number 33, Larry Bird.
No one had picked Houston to go this far, and in the opening quarter of Game 1, the Rockets made everyone stop and pay attention. Only Boston's bench unit could slow down Houston's early attack.
Coach Del Harris continued to hammer Malone in the paint. After repeatedly coming up dry, Bobby Joe Reed would pick up the offensive slack. Moses, a man mountain for defenders to stop, was unusually off track. Similarly, the Celtics couldn't get their young star synced up either. Star players grow their legend when they eventually figure out how to positively impact their team, even while struggling at their core talents. Larry Bird was dubbed very early in his career as Larry Legend. That moniker would follow him every time he'd lace up his Converse. But it was in this Houston series, when the 23-year-old Bird faced the discomfort of swarming defense, that when his shot doesn't fall, he can still contribute and lead his team to victory. Like Robert Reed for Houston, Cornbread Maxwell played a similar role for Bird early on, as his shooting struggles continued into Game 2. In the first 3 games, Bird would uncharacteristically turn the ball over nearly 5 times per game, and shooting just 40% from the field. Where the Birdman seemed lost on offense, he certainly wasn't on defense. Bird dominated the boards. An absolutely crucial role when playing against a rebounding machine in Moses Malone.
Ever since I've been in college or in pros, the ball has always came to me. They always want me to do the final shooting or try to hit the last second shot. They go to me 80 or 90% of the time. I want the ball because I'm supposed to produce in situations. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, but I want the ball in a crucial situation. I think Larry Bird can beat you even if he doesn't score a point on the basketball court.
Bird would also tally 11 steals through first 3 games. Where Bird and Malone struggled to get on track, the Houston supporting cast stepped up and nearly stole the first 2 in Boston. Cedric Maxwell voiced his displeasure with himself and his teammates for not rising to the occasion. Max was about to take over. Behind the leadership of Maxwell, soon enough Bird was back on track, and so was Boston.
It can be very frustrating because you can do a good defensive job on Larry for maybe 75, 80, 90% of the game even, and yet every time you make a mistake, every time you fail to concentrate and let up, Larry will find a way to hurt you, maybe with rebounding, maybe with passing, maybe a steal, it may be a hoop, maybe a drive, maybe a dish off, but he'll find a way to hurt you.
Respect Larry Legend, okay? Respect this man.
Well, I think my job in this series is just go out and play my game, play my typical game, get some assists, really hit the boards well, and score not a lot of points, but enough to keep our team going, because I know when we go down in the final minutes of the game, we're going to bring the ball to them no matter if we're up or down.
Go to the board real well. You know, they get out and run. We got to stop their running game. We got to play tough defense, and we got to be tough man and when we got to play against the Boston Celtics.
One of the most under-discussed superstars is Moses Malone. In his prime, Moses was simply unstoppable. A top 5 all-time rebounder, Moses would frustrate and infuriate the Celtics by continually cleaning up the offensive glass while scoring in spectacular fashion. Moses Malone was an unstoppable force from 1979 through 1984. With the smell of a championship in his sights, Moses unleashed holy hell on Boston's front line. The Celtics were determined to avenge their Game 2 loss. Games 3 and 4 in Houston had the Celtics on lockdown defense. In Game 3, Del Harris's squad could only muster 32 first-half points.
John, you saw that! We fouled!
The physicality was 1980s bully ball at its best. In Game 3, the Celtics would blow out the Rockets by 20 in the Summit. Houston could only connect for 71 points as the rough and tumble style of play.
Tell me, you saw how he just popped up like that after he fell? Just watch. He gonna pop up.
In Game 3, the Celtics would blow out the Rockets by 20 in the Summit. Houston could only connect for 71 points as the rough and tumble style of play swung in Boston's direction. Tiny Archibald and Robert Parrish continued to be a no factor in Game 3. Larry Bird particularly struggled, connecting on only 3 of 11 shots. As was the case with Houston's role players in Boston. In Game 3, it was Maxwell and Chris Ford who would carry the weight of the offense. Maxwell in particular had voiced his displeasure with his teammates after Game 2. Max stepped up to the occasion in Games 3 and 4. He'd score 43 points and grab 28 rebounds. But Larry Bird's single-digit scoring in Houston caught up with Boston as they'd split again. Now back to Boston for the pivotal Game 5.
People that asked about why we were 40-42 have to take into consideration a number of things. That partly that we were the second most injured team that got in the playoffs, but principally the fact that in the final games of the season and the playoffs, we've been able to play Moses for 46 or 48 minutes, Robert Reed for 45, 48 minutes. You haven't had to work in substitutions like you have to over an 82-game schedule.
I don't think the Celtics are really that great. I think they just do a lot of things to make them great. They when the game get down to the line, seem like all their players play together and come together, don't make too many mistakes. They know what they got to do. But Boston can be beat.
In most cases, the winner of Game 5 is the winner of a 7-game series. Cornbread Maxwell knew the implications of Game 5, and he'd continue to fill the box score. Max would dominate, notching 28 and 15 on 10 of 13 shooting. Bird's scoring slump would continue as he averaged less than 10 points in Games 3, 4, and 5. Added to Bird's struggles was the smothering defense of Robert Reed. Maxwell would undoubtedly pick up the slack. But in 2021, Max would explain why this tough series for Larry Bird started his path to becoming a legend.
Larry Bird in 1981, during his first championship run, he averaged 15 points a game, shot about 40% from the field. But what did he do? His greatness. Larry Bird averaged 15 rebounds a game, 7 assists in a 6-game series. I think people are satisfied. If you got 7, 8 rebounds, you're good. But the great ones, when you put an imprint on a team or on a series, you have to do what you have to do and make those contributions that are going to change the trajectory of a series.
Averaging 16.7. Bird again. Ball boxed out. That was Roby with the position and the defensive rebound. Henderson. Larry Bird in trouble. Gets it off to Roby.
Real quick, so it's just like, you see how he's saying he's only 15, but it's like, that's one thing I like about Larry Bird. If his shooting is not that good, then he got the assists, and if it's assists or whatever, so he just got it all around. Like, so anything that's kind of not going good, he just got something to just back it up. Plan B, plan B, plan B. Like, that's just what I love about him, man.
Maxwell would lead his team to a 3-2 lead and back to the summit where they'd look to close out the series.
So I'd say the fact that they're backed by the city is key. I say the crowd in Boston is different anyway. The Celtics are the best.
The Celtics faithful had been here before. But, in Max's first 2 seasons, the franchise would hit their second rebuild period since Red Auerbach arrived in 1950. Maxwell knew his time to win it all was now. Behind Cornbread's hot streak, they would decimate the Rockets in Game 5. Boston Garden erupted, sending off their Celtics to close out the series in Houston. Fans would have loved to win it at home, to add another Garden party to the franchise's mystique. But having seen the resiliency of the Rockets, no one wanted a Game 7.
They've been coming here, they know the players, they know all the nuances, how to help their team get up, how to maybe get on the referees a little bit. In Houston, we won't have quite that kind of a crowd, and in fact, we'll have a couple thousand, maybe 3,000 Celtic fans who have pioneered their way down to Houston.
The Celtics had to close it out in Game 6. And they'd slam the door shut on the Rockets' Cinderella season. Smelling blood in Game 6, Larry Bird came alive. This series was all over and Boston was once again the world champions.
I think Finch, Harry, the ball players, they all came through. I'm so proud of them, like any other championship. Yahoo!
Cedric Maxwell, the man who was voted the most valuable player by Sport Magazine.
Cedric Maxwell received all but one vote and was named the Sporting News NBA Finals Most Valuable Player.
Hey y'all, I think it's good look, man. I just saw a ladybug. And every time I see a ladybug, man, there's always something good happens. Damn, man, there's been a lot of positive things going on. It's actually just flying around. But let's get back into it. I just wanted to tell y'all that I see a ladybug, man. That's crazy.
While some fans disagreed with the media selection of Maxwell as the winner of the MVP award, during his retirement ceremony in 1993, Larry Legend himself declared Max the key to their 1981 title, validating Cedric as the true MVP.
Max, how does it feel to be back at the Boston Garden?
This team was very special. There's no question about it.
We ought to mention the performance he put on in the finals against Houston in '81, and then
he had a great series. There's no question about it. I was in a shooting slump, and we all played together. And it doesn't matter. Max pulled us through so many games in '84 in a championship. I don't know if Magic can remember back that far, but Cedric had a great run, and he told us all, he said, boys, I'll take care of everything tonight. Just get out of my way. And thank God we did.
Robert Parrish, Larry Bird and Kevin McHale felt that the 1981 Celtics roster could have won 3 or 4 titles in a row.
I think Finch, Harry, the ball players, they all came through. I'm so proud of them, like any other championship. Yahoo!
Cedric Maxwell, the man who was voted the most valuable player by Sport Magazine.
But injuries to key players would prevent them from repeating. By the time they won their second title of the decade in 1984, only Bird, Parrish, McHale, Maxwell and ML Carr would remain from the 1981 championship team. And by the time they won their third and final title of the decade in 1986, Maxwell would be traded for Bill Walton, and Carr would be released. 1981 will be remembered as the season the Celtics renewed their dynasty. They tipped off the 80s as the undisputed champions of basketball.
Have that championship trophy because of the amount of talent we had to beat to get it.
All right. Notice here, Red Auerbach has his victory cigar out. Red, did you ever get tired of this?
Never, never, never.
We stuck together. When going got tough, we came through. They came back on us.
Well, they're taking care of Larry here, and he's the man who did it.
These guys have had 2 great seasons, and it's been no nights off, not much rest. And if a team ever celebrated, this one deserves to celebrate.
Man, that was good. And you want to know the crazy thing about this, y'all? Is that I forgot about the 1981 Celtics, and I forgot they won a ring. And then it's also sickening to me. I know Larry Bird won 3, but Larry really got 3 rings, man. That's crazy, bro. He really got 3 rings. Like, that's just like, he's just really a beast. But I actually totally forgot about the 1981 Celtics. Now I'm just sitting here thinking like, I really forgot. I gotta maybe try to find some videos on them. I know the 1986 Celtics, but I'm like, damn, I gotta find the times when they won their first and second ring too, Gotta definitely find some clips on that. But anyway, man, on to the next video, man. Deeply appreciate all love support, man. This has been so fun, man. I'm just doing something I love and just enjoying it, not stressed or nothing, man. I'm just having fun doing this, man, and just loving to see y'all comments and just loving to hear what y'all say and just loving y'all sending me videos and just loving everybody, man. I deeply appreciate y'all, man. But anyway, we're about to get to the next video, man. Definitely got a full game coming after this, so definitely look out for that. And I also got a top 10 NBA top 10 list coming. It's probably going to be the video after this, and then definitely have that full game coming, but definitely look out for that. But anyway, man, I'm on to the next video, man. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button, turn on that bell, man. Hit that thumbs up. And I'm uploading every single day. You will never miss an upload, man. Hopefully, God willing, I continue to keep going like I've been going, man. It's been a streak for me, man. It's been months of a streak, and I ain't never stopped uploading, man. Just got to put in that hard work, like Larry Bird said. You got to go to work. You got to go to work. Anyway, man, I'm out. I love y'all. Peace.